Today we're road tripping into Nebraska. Hey everybody, I'm Kenny. This is Sagebrush Soul. We're heading into Nebraska today. This road trip, if this is the first video you've seen, we're going from, well, we've already been from Rigby, Idaho to Laramie, Wyoming, and now we are going to make our way into Nebraska, where I know I've been in Nebraska before, but honestly not very far into it. I had an uncle that lived there, and I vaguely remember him going to I vaguely remember going to his house. I'd have been pretty young. Yeah, this will be a whole new experience for me. The goal is to make it to Grand Island, where we will be staying with Aaron Basil. I'll be plugging into the shop there with the Tahoe and stay in the Tahoe, and we'll see what adventures await there. It's about a 7-hour drive from where I'm at, and I got a few stops planned, but I have learned not to tell you guys what it is because it might not happen. Like the thing we were gonna do in Laramie yesterday and missed it, but it wound up being a fantastic drive. I got to test a few things, and again, just for those of you that are nerding out on the Tahoe overland, which I know it's not really overland thing, about 14 miles to the gallon, doing between 83, 84 miles an hour, and it's some pretty hilly stuff, so I'm actually very, very happy with that, and we'll be paying close attention as we go to our next fuel stop, because it's going to flatten out quite a bit, not quite as many hills, turns. We'll see if wind is a factor and that kind of stuff, but yeah, no, I'm pretty dang excited. Stopped at the Lincoln Memorial there to kind of reorganize. Last night stayed at Brandon Swick's house. He is owner and driver of the Geronimo monster truck. He'll be coming on our tour with us, and happily surprised, I didn't think I was going to get to see him the rest of the season. Jacob Ladwig, okay, not happy for him. His transmission and his hauler went out on his way back from Pueblo, Colorado. Went there last night. Brandon and his girlfriend fed us tacos. I drink margaritas. Jacob doesn't drink. So anyway, it was a fantastic night. We were going to do some podcasting, but just wound up chilling and relaxing. But I'm going to get Brandon on the podcast because he's going to be with me for, you know, almost a week and a half down there. So that's what we will do. But right now we're Nebraska bound. Here we go. It's kind of interesting. I just went by a sign that said expect fog for the next 5 miles. We're dropping down quite a bit, but I don't know if you can see it on that or not. But if you look beyond, I'll try to zoom in on it, but if you look beyond, all those clouds and everything like that are just sunk in. Like I say, we hit some pretty substantial rain last night just as I was getting into Laramie, but holy shit, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Beautiful rock over there. I should have filmed it. Damn it. Pretty country. Yeah, I would definitely say we're going to see some fog as we dip down into this little thing. Try to keep that running so you can see it. I just made another stop here in Buford, Wyoming. I stopped like 3 times in less than 50 miles, trying to grab content. But I brought my business tax filings I got to send to the state of Idaho with me. I could not find time. Post offices are busy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find the least busy post office probably in the country, because it's the world's smallest town in America, population 1. I got a bumper sticker that anyway, I thought it would be funny to send my tax filings from the least busy post office in the country, probably. And they don't have a post office here, but I did get a souvenir, and let's get back on the road. This crazy sidebar. Stupid shit. I gotta quit doing stupid shit. Yeah, we stopped again. Hopefully the noise won't be too loud. I didn't want to mic up, but I found this on the map. We're just outside of Burns, Wyoming, and I asked Vicky because she grew up in Burns, and I asked her if she knew it, and I showed it to her on the map, and she didn't. She's like, yeah, not really. And so we pulled up a YouTube video, and she's like, oh yeah, I know it. But I just love this kind of stuff. All kinds of cool stuff here, and it is on Google Maps. We're gonna go over and look at just a little bit more, and then we got to get rolling again. I just had to stop and check it out. I don't know if you guys can see that there's a cottontail over there. Just running around, a little baby one. And you can go back there. It says visitors welcome, but I gotta kind of stay on track here. We'll show a couple more things, because I gotta find a place to edit for a couple hours today too. And I've already, I think, taken about an hour and a half on what should have been a, I don't know, 45-minute drive. So let's get headed to Nebraska. Where we're going. This is kind of cool. I think this was the first Cabela's that's like this. It's got the taxidermy. It's a store. It's got taxidermy. It's got all this stuff. I always dreamed of coming here. Then they built one in Lehi, Utah. It was very similar, but in reality, I think that one's kind of gone downhill a little bit. So I'm super curious. This is the world headquarters for Cabela's. Their office buildings are just on the other side. We passed on the interstate. So yeah, so we're gonna go in here, do a little filming. We're gonna go all around the grounds here, because there's a Pony Express monument down there. We're gonna check everything out here, and I'm not in need of anything to purchase, but you never know. I should point out there are two people that just pulled out of the parking lot looking at me like I'm a crazy person because I'm talking to my dashboard, and I made eye contact with him like I was looking at him, so that was even weirder. Sometimes I forget. Anyway, here we go. This is pretty cool. I've never seen an elephant mount before. That'd be a big job. Really big job. I mean, just to give you a little bit of a perspective, there's the elephant. There's a kind of sort of like a human being. Incredible taxidermy work here. Yourself a white-tailed freak, or non-typical. Some speed goats. I got a little everything. just gonna go ahead and say it. That shit. I've never seen him out like this. Bobcat just cleaning his paw. Some muleys. That is a much bigger moose than we have around here, I think. Ours are the Shiraz, I think. Shiraz. It's an Alaskan Yukon. I don't like the way they're looking at me. They got these tracker side-by-sides now, and they got everything, four-wheelers of all sizes, and a golf cart. Apparently golf carts are a tracker. I'm not sure who's manufacturing these. I got to assume that they're Chinese. I could be wrong. I don't think they're making them in Missouri. As you know, tracker boats, that's a Bass Pro thing, and I'm probably preaching to the choir if you clicked on this to see anything about Cabelas, but now Cabelas, and I don't know, I think Johnny Morris is definitely at the helm, but it's a partnership between Bass Pro Shops and Cabelas, which used to be competitors, but it's really cool. I used to love, like, as a younger man, the Sears catalog was a cool thing to get before Christmas. It's before the internet. You could Google stuff and see what they had on sale. But around Christmas time, getting the Cabela's catalogs were epic. Like, I just wanted everything in it. And they do custom game meats that are, you know, cured meats and stuff. Super cool. Not to mention all the fishing stuff, the guns. Always wanted a boat. But I'm gonna come up to this sculpture up here. One thing I will say, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. The one in Lehi, Utah has a ton more taxidermy and activities and things like that. So this is definitely not bigger, but the mounts are good. The store feels definitely cleaner, I'm sure, because of its location to all the offices and stuff over there, but extremely well stocked, but it does not have more stuff in it than the one in Utah, but it's a hell of a lot easier to get to off the interstate. This is what you see from the interstate. See the interstate right there. These things are huge. I never know until I edit this stuff if you can tell how big these mounts are. I mean, that's got to be a 4 or 5 times life size. But yeah, it was pretty freaking cool to see that from the interstate. And those are the corporate offices way over there by that water tower. And another thing, I just don't know, it's probably expensive to maintain it. I don't know why they're changing it, but they used to have the gun libraries in the one here and the one in Utah that actually had historical guns that were collectible and stuff like that. And now it seems like they just have higher end ones, and there's signs in there that say to check out the gun library online. So they might have moved them to a more secure place with the changing times. I don't know. If you know, leave a comment. If you know who's making the tracker side-by-sides and stuff, I don't know why I care, but now I'm curious, so please leave a comment for that too. So, got this cool Pony Express. I'm gonna have to look up and see why flags are at half-mast today. But cool Pony Express statue here. I'm guessing these are all Pony Express way stations. Sportsman's Hall in California. Diamond Springs Station in Nevada. I might know where that is. Salt Lake House. It's pretty fascinating. This is a rider's oath, and I think a lot of these kids were really young, so it's almost something that you would have a little kid say. I do hereby swear before the great and living God that during my engagement and while I am under employee of Russell Majors and Waddell, I think it's Waddell, I will under no circumstances use profane language, that I will drink no intoxicating liquors, that I will not quarrel or fight with any other employee of the firm, and that in every respect I will conduct myself honestly, be faithful to my duties, and so direct all my acts as to win the confidence of my employer, so help me God. Pretty impressive. I wonder how many of them actually lived up to that. Founders of the Pony Express right here. Russell, Alexander Majors, and William Waddell. I think I've heard it pronounced that way. Israel Landis, creator of the Mochila. It's the mail pouch saddle, I guess. Or I guess that, oh yeah, it just laid right over the saddle. That's cool. So the horn could come up out of here, and the candle could come up out of there. That's cool. More stations. Julesburg Station in Colorado. Pumpkin Seed Station in Nebraska. Hollenberg Station in Kansas. Patee House above each of the monuments. The flags are represented. But like I say, today everything here is at half-mast. Oh, right across the street. Impressive statue, though. This is going to wrap up the video. In order for me to get these out in a matter of time, I'm going to be editing on the fly, cut and run, forcing myself not to use a bunch of graphics and animations and stuff like that, because I want to get these out in a timely manner. A lot of people sacrificed so that I could come and do this, so I want to make sure that it's well worth my time and theirs. So I'm Kenny, this is Sagebrush Soul. May the best of your past be the worst of your future.